Okay, fantastic. It looks like everyone is able to see the presentation. Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Kim Redford. I'm the Director of User Support Services at Longwood. I am in our Information Technology Services Department. And as I said, I sit at the help desk and am ready to discuss with you for the next few minutes all things technology at Longwood. We do have a presentation to get through. I can tell you that we will have some time for questions at the end of the presentation. So we will take those questions through the chat tool. So if you come up with something, if you have something you're wondering about as we go through, if you want to go ahead and just enter that into the chat tool, we will take a look back at that at the end and answer any questions that you may have. I did have someone already ask a question to the effect of they have to work tonight, and is there a way they can view the recorded version? So we will be posting a recorded version of the presentation in its entirety in the coming days. This is my last presentation. I did one on Monday and then today, but this presentation, as well as the others, it's my understanding, will be available to you to view in the coming days on the website. So I hope that helps, Tyler. And we will go ahead and get started with the presentation. All right, so let's talk a little bit about user support services. User support services, better known on campus as the help desk, is available for faculty, staff, and student support Monday through Friday. We are here to support your technology needs in terms of software, networking, laptop support, accounts, and probably the most important information I'm going to give you today is information about your student technician. We do have an SST that is going to be your student technician program that is available for all students. The student support technician is sitting at the help desk. We do have a student support desk at our help desk. They're going to be the first point of contacts for student issues. So we have them with us throughout the business week. So they are here with us Monday through Thursday from 9 a.m. until 5 p.m. when the help desk closes. And then they're here those weekdays until 7 p.m. at the student desk for walk-ins. We also have them with us on Friday, of course, 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. Saturday is the only day that there is no student support desk hours. We are back again on Sunday from 2 p.m. to 7 p.m. to support our students. We are doing that through walk-in, so you can just come in to see us. We are located on the ground floor of French Hall, which is located right over on the corner of campus. So we certainly will assist via walk-in. You do not have to have an appointment to come and see the SST that's on staff at that time. You can call us at our help desk. I'm going to give you that contact information in a little bit later, but you can call and talk to an SST, or certainly you can just walk in and have someone assist you with your technology needs at our help desk. We do bring our student support staff back to campus a week prior to the move-in date in August, and we do a technology boot camp. At this boot camp, we have training on all of the technology questions and needs that our students will have when they return, so that these SSTs are ready and able to answer all of your questions upon your arrival in August. I always like to do a little bit of a shameless plug for the SST program. It seems when we get them trained exactly like we want them, they go and graduate on us. So we are always looking for new talent for the SST program. We do have some requirements for the program. We do require a minimum 2.0 GPA maintained throughout the time in the program. Good standing, of course, with the university, maintain technical abilities. I did mention our boot camp. In addition to that, we do have bi-weekly training sessions for this student staff. And we want our SSTs to be friendly and excited about meeting other students. That's one of what I would call the perks of being an SST. You certainly do meet a lot of Longwood students and are able to help them with their technology needs. So if you are a student who is interested in all of that and you think that you might make a good SST for us, we would love to talk with you. We do, of course, have our SST fully staffed for the fall, but we do hire most every semester. So you can come in to us after you arrive in the fall and fill out an application and talk with us about the SST program if that is something that has sparked a little interest for you. Okay, we're going to change gears just a little bit and talk about Longwood live mail email. So each student at the time of deposit is assigned a Longwood email account. That email account is your first name dot your last name at live.longwood.edu. If you have a name that has previously been used, your name may have a number appended at the end. So if your name is Sally Jones, you may have Sally.Jones 1 or 2 or 3 at live.longwood.edu. So don't be concerned if your email address comes in and it has that number. That just means that that email address has already been used with that name. Your Longwood Live Mail account is a full service email account from Microsoft. It includes shared calendar, includes some space out in the cloud to store documents. It also, and very importantly, includes a free download of Microsoft Office 365. So that is going to give you all of the Microsoft Office products, so Word, Excel, PowerPoint. It's going to be available to you within your Live Mail account. So when you log into Live Mail, up in the top left-hand corner, you have a little menu icon. If you click on that icon, you will see your Office 365 download option there, and you can download that software to your computer. That Microsoft 365 account is available to you for free the entire time that you are a Longwood student. So there are a couple of ways for you to access your Longwood Live Mail. You can access that account by going directly to www.outlook.com/live.longwood.edu, or you can access your Longwood Live Mail and most all of the other resources available to you electronically through the Lancer dashboard, which is available for you off of the main Longwood page, so www.longwood.edu. If you navigate out to that page in the top right-hand corner, you will see an option for Lancer dashboard. And if you click on that link, it will give you a list of services that you can use at Longwood. And that is going to include your Live Mail email and Canvas, which is our course management software, My Longwood, which is actually our next topic. My Longwood, we do have a web portal available for all students, faculty, and staff. For students, you're going to do some very important things within this web portal. My Longwood is where you add and drop classes. It is where you check your grades. You can always check your degree audit within the My Longwood portal. You manage your student account, you view your financial aid. All of those things are available to you through the My Longwood portal. It's actually available to you now. So you can navigate out to that Lancer dashboard and click on My Longwood, or you can go directly to my.longwood.edu and access the My Longwood portal. It's not a bad idea for you to go ahead and start getting familiar with that now. So you can go out and access that and take a look at where everything is located and just get some general navigation skills in My Longwood before you ever even come to campus. Okay, going to switch gears again and talk about passwords. So there are a couple of sets of credentials for you to manage throughout your time at Longwood. It's going to be pretty important that you know how to manage these usernames and passwords so you can have access at any time to your accounts and your information and your coursework through Canvas. Okay, so first let's talk about Live Mail. So we've already talked about your Live Mail email account. You're going to access that account using your full Longwood email address and your Live Mail password. Now, the very first time that you access Live Mail, you're going to do that using the first 8 characters of the LancerNet password that you set up. All of those instructions were available to you in a packet that was mailed out to you. The very first time that you log on to Live Mail with those first 8 characters of the LancerNet password, you will be prompted to set a permanent password for Live Mail. And that password never expires. The Live Mail password stays the same throughout your time at Longwood unless you decide to change it. You can always go into the settings and change that password if you so desire, but there is no forced password reset in Live Mail. So that's pretty easy. I hope that everyone is in and active in live mail. If you're not and you have questions or you need help getting into live mail, we can certainly assist you with that at the help desk, and I will give you that contact information at the end of the presentation. The LancerNet ID and password. So that is the big one. That is the one that you're going to use to access many, many systems throughout your time at Longwood. You use the LancerNet credentials to access Canvas. Again, that's our course management system. The My Longwood portal, LancerNet, wireless, the library computers, the lab computers, just many, many things that you're going to use the LancerNet ID and password for. Very important things. So because of that, because of the sensitivity of the information that you can access, we do have some complexity standards and some security rules built into that password. The LancerNet password expires every 120 days. It does say 90 days on the presentation. I meant to change that. It is 120 days for that LancerNet expiration. You must also meet complexity standards that we have in place for the LancerNet password. It has to be at least 15 characters and contain 3 of the 4 following requirements: capital letter, lowercase letter, number, special character. So it really is more of a passphrase, if you will. It has to be at least 15 characters long, and it does expire on a 120-day cycle. That sounds like a lot, right? So let me tell you how you're going to manage that. We make it pretty easy for you, and you're going to manage that by using our Cipher website. This is the tool that we make available to you on the web to manage that LancerNet password. So if you navigate out to password.longwood.edu, that link is also on the Lancer dashboard that I told you about. It just says LancerNet password change on that dashboard. It will take you out to our Cipher website. So when your password is getting ready to expire, when it's 10 days prior to expiration, you will begin getting emails to your Longwood email account saying, hey, your LancerNet password is going to expire in 10 days. And it gives you a link to the Cipher website to go out and reset that password. If you're going to get that email 10 days prior, 9 days, 8 days, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, all the way down to expiration. So Cipher is available for you at the time of the expiration. It is a site that you can use if you forget your password, or if you get locked out, or if you forget to go in and change the password before the expiration date. If that password has expired, there is a link on the main Cipher page that says, my LancerNet password is forgotten, locked, or expired, and I need assistance. And you click on that link and it takes you through some prompts. You follow those prompts and you can change that password yourself. That could be very important information for you if your password expires on a Saturday when the help desk is not open, or at night, or if it's forgotten, if you just forget the password. You changed it last week and suddenly you've kind of forgotten what you set it to. You can go out to this website at any time and reset that password yourself. You just click the link and follow the prompts. So this is going to be a really important tool for you to remember, and I promise you will be using this throughout your time at Longwood. Okay, we're going to talk a little bit about internet access. We do contract with Chantel Network Services to provide hardwired as well as wireless connectivity in our residence halls and Longwood managed apartment buildings. You do have access to wireless. Students share, and certainly I myself also prefer to use wireless. That's what we use at home. That is a little more convenient. If you're able to kind of move around your space with wireless, it's kind of what everyone wants to use. That's great. We do have that available for you in your apartment or residence hall room. If you are familiar with how wireless works, wireless is a shared medium. And what that means is we have an access point in place for an entire room, or we have a number of access points in place for a hall, for instance, in a residence hall. And what that means is that a number of students, however many students are in that space at that time and are wanting to connect wirelessly, can connect to those access points. Often, it's going to be enough. The wireless network connection is going to be fine for you. It's going to buzz along and do exactly what you want it to do. There will be cases, though, In the evenings, maybe when people have a bunch of maybe guests over in their room, maybe everyone is on their laptops and they're streaming video, they're watching TV on their laptop, they're doing lots of network intensive activities, then that may slow your connection down. If you have a problem with that, we always want you to remember that you do have a hardwired network connection. There is a port per student in the room. So you have a network port that you can plug a cable into that is going to be dedicated, guaranteed network bandwidth for you. So we do ask that you bring a network cable with you when you come to campus. Those cables can be purchased at our bookstore. They can be purchased at Walmart, Best Buy. They look very much like a telephone cable, except they have a little bit larger ends. Those connections are RJ45 to RJ45. They're widely available and not expensive. I do get questions from time to time about how long that cable should be. We do recommend that you get a cable long enough to allow you some movement around the room, or if you decide to change the location of the furniture in the room to kind of be flexible around the space, because a lot of students like to come in and rearrange things, and that's okay. So I would say a 15 or a 20-foot cable. It's better to have too much than not enough. And again, they're not expensive. I would go with a little larger, longer cable instead of ending up, short on that. Network registration. We do ask that all students register with the wireless network as well as the hardwired network. And what that means is the very first time you try to get on the network, you'll open up a network browser, an internet browser on your computer, and you will see the network registration instructions. You'll go through those instructions and you will have access to the network at that time. We do have a help desk that we work with Chantel. Chantel's help desk is available 24/7. And there is a number that is widely available for students to call at any time they have problems. They can call Chantel's help desk and get assistance for that. Okay, we do also have a Longwood LancerNet wireless network. It's what we use in the administrative buildings. We also have it available for students in academic buildings and commons areas, so the library or the student union, and many of our green spaces, even outside, you're going to have access to hop onto the LancerNet wireless network. To use the LancerNet wireless, you do not have to register, but you do have to authenticate. So you will be asked for your username and password, and you will use the LancerNet ID and password for the LancerNet network. So not confusing. I think that you'll have an easy time navigating that. If you have any questions along the way, the SSTs, the help desk are here for you, and we can certainly get you connected where you need to be. Okay, we're going to talk about laptops just a bit. We do ask that students bring a laptop to campus. We have lots of questions about what should I bring? Should I bring a Windows PC or can I bring a Macintosh? Should I bring a MacBook Pro? And the simple answer is we support, and our network will support either. However, there are some preferences, and some of our academic areas have some fairly strong preferences on what they would like for you to bring and what they feel like you'll have a better experience within that program. For instance, the art and music folks would really prefer that you bring a Mac, an Apple. That is not to say that if you bring a Windows machine that you're not going to be able to do the assignments and to work with them in the art and music departments. So my advice to you is to please reach out to your academic department. Some of them have websites dedicated to this off of their Longwood webpage, and all of them would be happy to talk with you about it and to advise you as to what they think are going to be the best options for you and what's going to give you the better experience within their program. So we have put together just a set of recommended specifications. These are a minimum recommended specification for either the Windows machine or the Mac. So if you are familiar with this kind of specification, you will see that this is pretty general. It's going to be very easy to meet these recommendations to work on our network and to be successful at Longwood. There is a little note here at the bottom. It's important that you bring all documentation and software that comes with your laptop when you come to campus. That is in case you were to have a a virus, an infection on the computer, and we needed to re-image. We needed to reload the operating system or reload software for you. We do not have the software to do that licensed to students. So we would want you to bring your licensed copy that you have paid for with you, and we can certainly assist you with the installs and getting you back up and running if you have an issue that requires that. Just a note about printing. We do have printing available in the academic computer labs. We have 9 of those located across campus. We also have printing available in the library. We have an information commons in our library that has, I think, about 60, last I checked, computers set up at desk for student use. So you can print from any of those areas. We do have a charge, it's 9 cents per page for black and white printing. You pay for that printing through your Lancer Cash, your Lancer card. You can swipe the card at the print station and you're off and running with your printing. Students may also bring a printer if you choose. That has been less and less the case, less popular for students to bring a printer. I certainly am not telling you that you will never have an experience where a class requires that you print off a document and bring it in and turn it in, but many of our assignments are done electronically. So students usually can make the academic computing labs and the swipe of the card work for the printing that they're required to do. But that's completely your choice. If you would rather have a printer in your room, you can certainly bring one. Okay, we're going to switch gears altogether and talk about information security. This is the last topic, and it's pretty important. So if you keep up with these kinds of stories in the news, you know that there are lots of scary things going on out there in cyber world, lots of things to be concerned about, you know, identity theft and someone hacking into your computer. We at Longwood take that very, very seriously. We do have a department in IT that dedicated just to information security. We are very serious about keeping our and the Commonwealth of Virginia's network safe for your use, and also keeping your information and your data safe. We do have some requirements of you for using the network. We have some things that we want you to make sure you have in place on your computer for safe computing. And among those, the big ones are keeping your firewall on your computer turned on and operational, keeping your operating system updated, keeping your computer free of viruses and malware, and using a strong administrator password. If you have no idea what I just said, if that means nothing to you, and you are clueless as to how to do those things, don't be alarmed. We can help you at the help desk. Our SSTs are trained on these things. They can sit down with you one-on-one or with a group of your friends, your roommates, your hallmates, whatever it is that you would like to do. And we can sit down with you, look at your computer, make sure that all of these things are turned on, and give you a little lesson on how to keep your computer secure. So no worries, the resources are here for you. And we'll make sure that you know what to do to have the very best computing experience that you can have at Longwood. So again, those student support technicians are available for trouble. So if you are having an issue and something's not working, they can certainly help with that. But please also remember they are available for training and to just sit down with you and train you and make you comfortable with the technology that you're using every day to get your coursework done. Okay, going to talk just a second about phishing, and I'm talking about phishing with a PH, not fishing with a fishing rod. So phishing is an attack. It is an attempt to steal your personal information to maybe then go on and sometimes it is a financial theft. It is never a good thing. A phishing attack may come into your Longwood or any other email address that you have, and it's usually going to look something like this. It says, we are contacting you because we are looking to update your information, and we need for you to click here on this link and give us X information. And they may ask for your passwords. They may ask for your routing number for your bank account. They may ask for any personal information, your social security number. We need you to click on this link, give us this information. They usually also accompany some kind of threat or promise. So if you don't do this by X date, we will have to discontinue your account, or we will close your account and you will no longer be able to use the Longwood network or something of that nature. This is not exclusive to Longwood. Phishing, there are lots of phishing attacks out there for financial institutions. There was a big one for PayPal a little while back, and that one said, if you don't give us this information right away, we're going to close your PayPal account. And, there are a lot of people out there with PayPal accounts that think, oh, okay, they're talking to me. I need to do this. My advice to you on any and all of phishing attacks, anything that you get in your email, we want you to be paranoid. We want you to really ask yourself, is this legitimate? No legitimate institution is going to ask you via email for that kind of information. So if in doubt, delete it. If you really think, oh, but I do have a PayPal account, that might be real. You can call the help desk, you can come see an SST, and 99.999% of the time, we're going to tell you, no, that's a scam. Let's go ahead and delete it. So please be careful. Please be paranoid. Phishing is real. It is unfortunate. We have had some really unfortunate cases at Longwood, as well as, many, many other institutions and across the globe. So be aware of phishing and be careful. We certainly don't want you to have a bad experience with that throughout your time at Longwood. Okay, we're going to talk just another minute about passwords. I know we've already spent some time on passwords, but it is important. And I want to tell you just a little story, a short story. This is a true story. I've been at Longwood this is my 21st year at Longwood. And this is a true story. It did happen some time ago, but it is certainly worth repeating. We had a boyfriend and girlfriend come to Longwood. They were high school sweethearts. They were coming to Longwood for 4 blissful years and live happily ever after. That was the plan. Before the first day of classes and during New Lancer days, the young man realized there were a lot of good-looking fish in the Longwood Sea, and he broke up with her. First day of classes, the young man goes into his first class, and he's not on the roster. Second class, same thing, and so the day went. He was not on the roster for any of his classes. He comes rushing into the help desk toward the end of the day. What is going on? I'm not on any of the rosters for the classes that I know I signed up for. Something is wrong. What's going on? And the first question that we asked him was, who has your LancerNet password? Does anyone have that except you? Well, my ex-girlfriend has it. We decided when we got here, it was just too much to keep up with. We were going to help each other. We exchanged passwords so we could help each other remember. Well, he broke up with her. She decided if he did not want her, she did not want him in class at Longwood. So she promptly logged into the equivalent, what we had at that time, of My Longwood, and unregistered him from his classes. Remember, you can add and drop classes in the My Longwood portal. Not good. She should not have done that. That was certainly not nice. But who was really at fault? He was. Your password is for your eyes only. Do not share your password with your girlfriend, your boyfriend, your best friend. Do not put it on a Post-it and stick it to the bulletin board in your room. Please, if you feel like you have to write your password down, if it's something that you just do not think you're going to be able to remember, please do that. Write it on a little piece of paper and secure it in your wallet, just like you would a credit card. It is that important. There's a lot of personal information, health information, financial information that anyone with that password could access and make changes for you. So be very, very careful. Okay, if you feel that you have become the victim of any type of computer phishing, scam, any suspicious activity, you do have resources. You can certainly come to us at the help desk. You can email helpdesk@longwood.edu. You can also email our information security group at abuse@longwood.edu, and we can get you the resources that you need. Hopefully you will not have this experience, because you're going to listen to all of that advice, and you're going to make sure that your password's secure and that your computer is secure and has all of the security layers in place. But if you do have a problem, we can certainly help you. All right. This is the very last slide. This is information on our help desk. Our help desk, again, is located on the ground floor of French Hall. You can call us. We are available all summer. We are here Monday through Friday from 7:30 a.m. until 5 p.m. You can reach us at 434-395-HELP, or you can email us at helpdesk@longwood.edu. My name is Kim Redford. Again, my email address is here. It's redfordkc@longwood.edu. If you would like to email me directly, I'll be happy to assist as well. Again, this entire presentation is going to be up in the coming days on the new student programs website. So if you missed some of that, you want to see that again, you're welcome to go back and take a look at any time once we get that up and running. And with all of that said, I am here for your questions. I do not believe I see any questions on the chat. So There is a chat feature where you can go in and ask any question that you may have. If you have a question, I am happy to hop on right now and answer anything that you may be thinking. Okay. All right. If you're on chat, give me a yes, we hear you, Kim, so I can make sure. We had a lot of questions at the last session. I just want to make sure that there are no questions before we dismiss here. Okay, yay. Yes, we hear you. Yes, ma'am. I like it. Okay. Okay, so someone has just messaged me on the question and answer and says, I was wondering if you happen to know what laptop is best for the nursing program. It is my recollection that nursing, you can use either. Again, I do not get the most up-to-date information from them each time. We have quite a few different programs, and we really, really would just prefer that you ask them directly. I am fairly certain that nursing is either one, but please, please confirm that with the nursing program. That I don't want to tell you the wrong thing and send you in the wrong direction. So anyone else? Anything else at all? Well, I hope that you found this last half an hour helpful. I hope that you have a wonderful experience. We are excited to have you at Longwood in August, and we'll see you then. Thank you so much for your time and attention. Welcome to Longwood.